Hey there, everyone. It's weather for Weather Geeks time. It's Tuesday afternoon. It's the afternoon after a pretty big snow event for us, a moderate snow event, if you will, certainly enough to cause all sorts of havoc on the roads this morning. Now, our storm last night behaved pretty much as expected with one little wrinkle, and that's what happened in the wee hours this morning between 4 and 5:30. This band of snow that pushed through produced thunder and lightning and some really, really intense snowfall rates. It came through downtown just before 5 o'clock, and boy, this meant business, and this was a little bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting there to be intense snowfall and thunder and lightning this deep into the night. I thought it would have occurred earlier in the night, but nonetheless, this is what dropped a quick additional inch or even 2 inches as it moved through. And it came through, of course, a couple of hours before sunrise, and that's why roads were such a mess this morning. The snow before that point wasn't terribly heavy. It was manageable. This caused quite a few more problems this morning. All right, as far as snowfall totals, our forecast overall pretty good. We talked a lot in the air about 3 to 4 inches or so. There are some places that did a little bit better than that. Here's a 4.5-inch report in West Youngstown. Up near Warren, let's see, that's 4.4. 4 inches officially at the Youngstown Warren Airport from this storm. 4.5 over in Hermitage. Down in Newcastle, closer to 6. 3 inches, Columbiana, 4.3, Highlandtown, East Liverpool had 3.5. And, your mileage may vary a little on this. Your backyard may have had a little more or a little less than this. But generally speaking, 3 to as much as 4, 4.5 was pretty much the average. Amounts were a little higher, closer to Akron and just south of Cleveland. There were a lot of 6 to 7 inch reports up there. So, yeah, healthy snowstorm, and thankfully this afternoon, some of the melting has already, that process has already begun a little bit because it's gotten a little bit above freezing. Let me fact and show you what's going on right now. Now, officially at the airport, it's still 30 degrees at 2:15, but in a lot of places it's sneaking above freezing, and the sun has broken out. The grayish colors here, mostly snow cover on the ground. As I put this in motion, we'll show you what the clouds and the radar have been doing over the last several hours. Of course, it was a cloudy morning, but starting around 11, especially 12 o'clock, we saw the sunshine working in from west to east. So the sun and temperatures sneaking above freezing, certainly helping us out. And you can kind of pick out as the sky clears here the little bit of a hole in the ice cover on west central Lake Erie, but the rest of the lake is frozen over. A few more things of interest to show you this afternoon. We've got a lot going on coming up in the next several days. Wanted to show you the threat for precipitation as we head into the Thursday to especially Thursday night time period. This is the National Weather Service outlook for precipitation across the region during that time frame, and you can see that they've got us pretty close to the 1 inch line, which is this right here. I'm sorry, that's 3/4 of an inch. 1 inch is down here, and they've got a little 1 inch area here. So approaching an inch at least. That's the official forecast from the National Weather Service Thursday into Thursday night. And that leads to the specter of some flooding problems when you have all of this snow on the ground. The snowpack's a good foot right now in most of the valley. Throw on 3/4 of an inch to an inch worth of rain in a somewhat short amount of time. Yeah, we could be dealing with some minor flooding problems, especially near rivers, by Thursday night, and there could also be some ice jam flooding as temperatures start to warm up. Could get some ice jams developing. They pile up in one end or one part of the river, and that causes some flooding issues as well. So that's something we'll have to keep an eye on. Quite a bit of water heading our way Thursday into Thursday night with rain and some snow melt. And the other thing we're concerned about, or at least a little bit concerned about, is the possibility of severe weather. I don't think it's a great chance, but let me bring up the official Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for, let's see here, Thursday into Thursday night. I want to take off some of the noise here so this is a little easier to see. You can see they've got a slight risk of severe weather heading up into western and central Ohio. This is mostly going to be Thursday night. During the day, I wouldn't expect much nasty thunderstorm activity at all. But overall, the highest risk for a line of gusty wind-producing thunderstorms will be to our west, but even here in eastern Ohio, western Pennsylvania, Thursday night, it's something we have to watch out for. This is pretty early in the season for this type of a thing. But it can happen as we head towards the end of February as some springtime warmth tries to work into the pattern ever so briefly. So we'll keep a close eye on that, and we'll show you what's expected to happen here over the next several days. I think Wednesday starts out with a rain or a wet snow shower around, maybe even just a rain shower. I don't know if there's much snow with this. This is a weak cool front attached to an area of low pressure first thing Wednesday morning. So Wednesday starts a little damp, no big deal. Wednesday afternoon, I think we may see a little bit of sun, especially south and west of Youngstown. Heading into the day Thursday, the day starts dry. This is 7 a.m. As we get into the afternoon, I don't think this is a solid area of rain necessarily, but scattered showers around. I don't think during the day Thursday it's a washout, but there'll be some hit or miss showers. We get into probably a dry slot towards the end of the afternoon into early Thursday evening as the warm frontal rain pushes up this way. The cold front with showers and storms is still off to our west. So this period through here, may feature more dry weather than wet weather. That's late Thursday afternoon, early Thursday evening. Then overnight Thursday night between, say, 8 and 2, there's probably going to be a band of showers and with some embedded thunderstorms approaching from the west. Again, I don't think the chances of severe weather are real high. I do think the chances of a thunderstorm are decent. You may hear a clap of thunder during the course of Thursday night, very, very early Friday morning, just after midnight. This is a strong storm system. Look how wound up this thing is over the northern Great Lakes. And by daybreak on Friday, the cold front's pushing through. Could be some wet snowflakes at the end of this Friday morning. Friday afternoon, we will clear things out and the weather quiet down. Heading into the weekend here, Saturday's outlook, not much going on. A little impulse may bring us just a touch of snow on Saturday. And then Sunday looks pretty quiet, maybe a flurry or two, especially over the northern Great Lakes. But overall, the weekend at this point does not look real eventful. Touch of snow or just some flurries Saturday. Maybe there's a flurry on Sunday. And a sneak peek at early next week. This is Monday. Maybe there's a flurry around, but no barn burners, no big storms in store for the weekend and early next week. The big story is going to be the pattern change, a couple of changes. Of course, we're going to get a spike of warmth towards the end of this week, Thursday into Thursday night, especially Thursday night. That might be the warmest part of the whole week, Thursday night. Just before those showers and potential thunderstorms move through at 9 o'clock Thursday evening, that may be the warmest part of the whole week. We could be up around 52 degrees or something like that at 9 p.m. on Thursday. Then the rain pushes through. Temperatures are going to drop like a rock late Thursday night. And as you can see on our temperature anomaly charts here, let me change my browser a little bit so you can see the scale. The black line in the middle is average, but then this is the forecast on the computer model here all the way through the end of February and the first 5 days of March. We're expected to be below average, according to this model and other models as well. We could be below average as much as 15 to 20 degrees, and that could spell several days of high temperatures in the 20s, low temperatures in the single digits and teens. It's right back into some pretty nasty, cold for this late in the season. We're heading into to March, and it'll feel more like January, it looks like. So whatever the temperature ends up being Thursday into Thursday night, especially when it's not raining, I hope you can get outside and at least feel the mild air ever so briefly, because we're heading right back into the deep freeze, it looks like, for the end of February and the start of March. That's weather for Weather Geeks. I'll see you tonight, 21 News at 6 and after the Olympics at 11:30. Early risers, check out Jess's forecast tomorrow morning on WFMJ Today, and I'll have another Weather Geeks video posted around 3 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon. I'll see you then.